Hey y'all! Welcome to Video Game Hour Live Industry News. I'm Thomas.
I'm Tyler.
We're going to be doing industry news a little differently this week. Instead of just going story, 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 instead we're going to put our full focus on two stories. That's right. 1, 2. And we're going to really dig into them, talk about our opinions as well as the facts. So without further ado,
Let's begin.
our first story today is going to be about The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes. Now, this game kind of came out of nowhere for me. I don't know about you.
I haven't heard about it until half an hour ago.
Wonderful. And the game is going to be a 3-player cooperative adventure, kind of similar to Four Swords Adventures, where Link, our hero, must fight the most evil curse of all, a fashion curse, on the kingdom of Hytopia.
Wait, what's Hytopia?
Yes. Now, you must team up with up to 2 other Links, and here's the kicker. You can all stack yourself on top of each other to form a totem so you can solve puzzles, fight enemies, and, put on like a really long trench coat and sneak into R-rated movies.
Yes, I've always wanted to do that.
Now, me personally, I got a beta code for this. I have yet to play it, but just hearing the general concept, I'm not really sure how to feel about it. Like, Zelda tends to have really odd concepts that go into it. I mean, like, think Minish Cap on paper just sounded really stupid.
I laugh every time I think about Minish Cap.
But Minish Cap was also really fun.
It was.
Like, it was an enjoyable game.
I enjoyed Minish Cap. Now, for whatever this game is called, Hyrule Triforce Heroes. Triforce Heroes. Odd name, by the way. It sounds really weird on paper. Maybe it could be good. I don't know.
And the weird little like king of Hytopia, or at least I'm assuming that's what he is on the main page, just looks very uncomfortable.
It
to
does.
say the least.
Makes me quite uncomfortable.
Just a tad. But I don't know. In the end, though, Zelda tends to deliver.
It does. It does.
They have a good track record.
Did you just say track?
Moving right along.
Next up, this weekend, Dark Souls 3 is having a beta stress test. Now, the game itself doesn't come out until 2016, and while the game is coming out on every major console, the beta test is only for PlayStation 4, and you have to pre-register for it. Thomas, initial thoughts?
I find it kind of odd that they're doing it this early. I mean, good on them. Make sure that they have a good launch, but just... you don't hear about betas happening like a full year ahead. Usually it's like a good couple months, or like in the case of the Battlefield beta, it's like a month. And I've never really thought that the servers took that much traffic for Dark Souls, in that I didn't really know how many people would go in. I've been told you can have like 200 people in a server or more, but it just seems very low stress as far as the actual multiplayer component goes.
Right, I get you. At the same time, though, I feel like in today's video game environment where you have like a growing trend of developers rushing games to meet deadlines, and then they come out obviously in a still beta state and they have to release like first day patches, or the game is just an unplayable pile of garbage. Looking at you, Assassin's Creed. I think it's good that they're getting this out there and beta testing it so that they can make sure that it's actually ready for launch.
That's true. And Dark Souls has had a pretty high like standard of quality as far as like launch day goes.
Oh yeah, Dark Souls has never been like
a buggy or like a complete buggy mess whenever it first came out.
Right.
I mean, it's had its bugs, like let's not lie, but it never had like the same problems as, once again, picking on you, Assassin's Creed, Unity did, or even, God, like other big AAA games. I know that Fallout New Vegas, when it came out, was bad. Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom is still terrible.
We don't talk about Sonic Boom. That game could be finished to like what they wanted it to be, and nobody would still want to play it.
Yeah, still a good example. Anyways, basically, it's a bit odd how early they're beta testing it, and given that it's relatively low traffic compared to other MMOs that get beta tested, like Smite or Warframe.
I wouldn't really call Dark Souls an MMO, but yeah, I will say it is odd still this early that we're seeing a beta test.
But I do think it's a good thing. I think it's actually a trend that more developers should get into so that we have fewer unplayable, buggy piles of Assassin's Creed Unity come out.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be Assassin's Creed Unity game developers.
You never go full Assassin's Creed Unity.
Never. Well, that's it for our new industry news. I'm Thomas.
I'm Tyler.
And we're gonna go solve some puzzles. All right, now get down.
Let's do this.
Gonna,
Okay.
hop up. Okay. Totem!